Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I wear a fire gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, can't. Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Philadelphia.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to
Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The first carry down for Dalvin Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look down the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Sanders a first down, still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. They're going for Jefferson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. 79 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It's taken to the 26, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
And they run the option on 2nd down. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Vikings 7.
RPO, he completes it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
24-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Darnold's pass.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feels like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On first down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. It's incomplete here.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the 7-yard line to catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his 1st interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sanders, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
22 yards.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
Wentz's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Now, Wentz again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Wentz dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and a couple, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's 3rd and short.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Third and 2, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, about the suddenness, too. Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Dig in, let's go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now Wentz on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On the return is Cohen. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
44-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Darnold. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 35. Eagles 31.
Out the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defense.
Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Steven Nelson. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon. Three interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there out of Cook. 54 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. They run. Cook. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal
At the 3-yard line.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Eagles 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Hurts. And got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 1st down, Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Hurts sets up to throw it. This ball complete to Rager. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down. Here's Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold. Pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now Cohen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's Final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.